Hey Pokemon fans, Dan here. The Pokemon World Championships this year have come and gone. First things first, a big congratulations to the winners and all competitors who participated in this year's competition. Now, with that piece of pleasantry out of the way, let's get into what we're actually here for, the news. There's not as much as I would suspect most would like, we'll actually get into that later, but there's still news here nonetheless. Starting off with an announcement that happened midway through the event, tons of new content for Pokemon Masters EX. Most of it was teasing for the next big update happening for the 5th anniversary, specifically saying that the main story is getting an update. However, in addition to that, we have some events happening for the run-up to the anniversary. Nemona is getting a Master Sync pair, and they're giving away a free Oak and Nidorino pairing. Lastly, we'll have free rolls up to 100 sync pairs for the run-up. All of this stuff has already started based on the fact that I already got some of these things on my account, so lots of neat stuff for fans of the game to get excited for. Personally, I just hope all the anniversary pairs are good and not just Paldean stuff. I don't have much of a connection to that region. Either way, I need something big to get rid of this 45,000 gem hole burning in my pocket. Moving on, we had some more Pokemon TCG Pocket stuff shown all throughout the event, mostly just showing off the game in hopes that the wow factor will let everyone forget how pointless it is. But it didn't show much we didn't already know. I'll talk more about this once we get to it in the closing ceremony. Speaking of which, the closing ceremony, where all the big, in air quotes, news was. Let's talk about that now. First up was Pokemon Go, and the announcement that more Pekka was coming to the game. Yep, more Pekka, just one Pokemon, for the whole announcement. Now, luckily, that wasn't the end, as we also got the announcement of Dynamax is coming to the game. Yeah, I know they just teased it as something big, but like, come on, it's clearly Dynamax, we're not stupid. It's a cool announcement, even though, realistically, it will just be a reskinned Mega Evolution, like in the mainline games, but it's a big new feature for the game all the same. After that was Pokemon Unite news, somehow the second most exciting news for me personally. We got 3 new Pokemon, Psyduck, which was leaked ages ago, Armarouge, a Gen 9 Pokemon I know nothing about, and, oh my god, Darkrai! Yes! Yes, let's go! This was a really exciting announcement for me. Darkrai is one of my 2 favorite Pokemon alongside Sylveon, and since both of them are now in Unite, I can have 2 mains there now. So that was really awesome. Next up, less exciting. More news on Pokemon TCG Pocket. This trailer finally gave us a release date, October 30th, or All Hallows Eve Eve. Look, I'll level with you, I'm not super excited for this project at all. I just don't think it appeals to either competitors or collectors. For competitors, the nerfed half version of the real game the app has just isn't gonna cut it. Heck, the current version, the full game on Pokemon TCG Live doesn't even cut it for them. So I just don't see why they would want to play this. And for the collectors, it also doesn't appeal to them because they're not physical cards. That's what makes these pieces of cardboard so cool. They're physical things you actually hold, touch, and keep. Not digital goods that you have to keep track of an account that's so easy to screw up in 10 years. No, I'm not still salty about losing all my Pokemon TCGO stuff during the Switch Live, thank you! But yeah, I just don't see the appeal, and I feel that this project's kinda pointless. But there was no time to dwell on that, as luckily there was an actual real announcement for the actual TCG game. Returning after 20 years from the Team Rocket Wizards of the Coast era, and also kind of the Diamond Pearl SP era, except not really. Look, there's a lot of TCG history here, okay? Trainers Pokemon are back yet again, with all your favorite trainers showing up with their signature Pokemon to battle in TCG. Gee, I don't know, we kind of already did this 20 years ago. I'm not sure you can make this again in a way that feels... We will have a Dawn's Piplup card.
I'll take your entire stock!
Yeah, I overall am more positive on this announcement. Definitely my favorite announcement of the night. At the very least, because I don't see how this could possibly add to the TCG's already pretty nasty power creep, and it's a feature that appeals to both players and collectors alike, so I think it's an overall good announcement. Finally, we have our closing announcement, the location of the next 2 World Championships. Yes, not 1, but 2 championships. 2025 will be in Los Angeles, I'm sorry, Anaheim, and 2026 will be in the Pooh Streets of San Francisco. Okay, so, I am happy that Worlds is staying in the continental US for the next 2 years, but also, ew, California. California's stinky. In case my accent hadn't tipped you off yet, not a California fan. But yeah, that was everything. All the announcements at closing ceremonies and Worlds. Doesn't it feel like we're missing something? Anything? Oh yeah, no new video game news! Yeah, pretty much nothing for the video games, mainline or spin-off. And also, I guess there's no new anime news here, but nobody expected the anime news here anyway, so... No new ZA news, no new mystery dungeon, heck, not even an older title getting put on an MSO. Nothing. I'm kinda okay with this, actually. Hear me out. ZA is clearly a long way away from release, and the less we know about it, the more likely it's going to be out late next year rather than early. To me, this is a good sign, as it means Game Freak will have more time to cook, which was the big issue we've been having with them for this past half-decade plus of Switch Pokémon. Rushing out games when they're not ready. If this game isn't ready to be shown, then it shouldn't be shown. It's as simple as that. And besides, at the very least, seeing all the seething and molding in the forums after the event was totally worth the no announcement. So yeah, that was everything announced and not announced at this year's Pokémon World Championship. Nothing too crazy, but still some new things to look forward to in the world of Pokémon beyond the mainline games. With that said, that's all for today's video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Pokémon content and other things in the future, and until next time, bye.